Hello there folks, welcome back into my cave. Basically, I've got something really exciting to tell you. Now, some of you know me better than others do and are familiar with something called Will's Prehistoric Road Trips, which basically what I do is I go off to places that have inspired me from our ancient past, and I explore them and I bring them to life for you. And the reason I do that is because I like to believe that I can create some really exciting social media content and give you something that maybe you'll never ever do in your life for various reasons. Maybe you can't afford it, maybe your life is just too busy, for whatever reason, but I want to give you access to places. Now, 2 years ago I decided I was going to set out on these journeys across the earth and find incredible places that mean so much in terms of our journey, the human journey across the earth. We just cover this off. While I'm telling you about this, I'm preparing some nettle fibres because well, basically the nettles are ready now and I'm going to be needing these throughout the year as well. So I've got to get about 3,000 done. That'll last me throughout the year. The last time I went on a journey was in January. It was bitterly cold and I went off to the Jurassic coastline, which was a bit foolhardy really, because I went on my trike and instead of doing the evolution of mankind, I did the evolution of the whole planet. I do have playlists on my Facebook page, on Instagram and YouTube, which are all dedicated to Will Lord's Prehistoric Road Trip. I take you to, I went off to Spain where I experienced cave art. I went off to the Czech Republic to meet Venus Willendorf. I went into caves in Bavaria and slept in them. I basically have moved around England. I've revisited England in a prehistoric sense. I've gone to Starcar, which is a Mesolithic settlement. I've done so many things with a wish to take you on a journey and give you an experience firsthand of visiting the Stone Age at the actual places. Remembering I come from a place called Grimes Graves, which I've got a very first-hand experience of and which guided my whole life. But anyway, that's something you could explore if you wished. But carrying on with the idea of this journey, we are going to eastern Turkey, a place called Göteplebeki. Allow me to introduce it to you. Göteplebeki in eastern Turkey hosts something totally unique. There is no other example on the face of the planet like it. And the reason being is because of the age and what was happening right there. So 10,000 years ago in Turkey, in what we know as the Mesolithic period, where nobody built structures and people weren't settling down, they were nomadic and on the move, they were the hunter-gatherers. In eastern Turkey, they created a megalithic structure, a huge structure in eastern Turkey. And then what they did is they etched into this monument many things. There's a fairly high degree of sexualisation going on, I think, but there's lots of effigies of animals and things that they were seeing and understanding from their perspective. Now this megalithic monument wouldn't have been built with flint tools, it would have been built with obsidian tools, because this is a material that's available over there. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to go to the source of the obsidian. the Nemlut crater in the Bitlis province. And we're going to explore where the obsidian come from. We're going to be knapping the obsidian. We're going to be making stone tools, and we're going to try and carve some rock while we're there, just to see what it was like and what they were up against. Trying to get some mathematics going. Now I'm taking my time presenting this to you because I made a huge decision to do these prehistoric road trips. One reason was for myself, because I needed something, I needed to get to these places so that I could have a better look at ancient people. And the only way I was going to do that is if I visited firsthand the places that these things were happening. And second to that was, like I said before, was to give you an experience. Now, what gets really interesting is, as much as you can see this video and watch and maybe find it fascinating, I'm also going to take the opportunity to introduce you to my friend Nick and his wife Sally, that run a company called Eastern Turkey Tours, and you could actually consider going on this journey yourself. I believe, to capture it in a nutshell, what Nick and Sally do is they give you something far more real, totally unique, something that isn't there for the tourists very easily. You're going to get homemade Turkish cuisine. You're going to go to villages which generally the tourists aren't going to. You're going to see proper farm markets. You're going to really feel the colour and the texture of what Turkish life is all about. So throughout this video, you would have noticed that I've put a few photos in, and that's just so you can kind of get a flavour of where I'm going. And also in the link, what you'll see is a contact details for Nick and Sally and a website, so you can actually have a look at this whole idea for your very selves. But for me, it's important. If I hadn't done this, I would have gone to Italy and I would have gone up the Otsilian Mountains to find Otzi the Iceman and gone to the museum where he's found and where he's held, and gone on that journey. But on this time round, I had to look at this as an opportunity, and I've decided it was the best opportunity there is this year. So I needed to tell you about this, and I'm going to keep telling you about this as we progress over the next few months, because I want to get your juices flowing. I want you to understand why I do what I'm doing. Why am I going to Turkey? It's an important question. I'm not going on holiday. I'm taking us on an experience. I'm taking us back in time, 10,000 years ago, to a place where nobody else was doing this kind of thing. How were they afforded the luxury to build a monument when everybody else was nomadically hunter-gathering? What was going on in the mindset of these people? If I can just unlock a few things when we go on this journey, it's going to be so exciting, and I'm going to be doing it with you. You're going to be getting daily posts. We're going to have an experience together. That's what we're up to. That's why you've chosen to follow me, and that's the celebration of following me. It's unique. This planet is unique. Our journey on this planet is unique, and we're going to have a unique experience together. That's what I'm going to believe. That's what I'm going to take in my heart out to that land, sharing something really special with you from a long time ago.